Welcome, Malik Harris,
Hey there.
representing Germany at the Eurovision Song Contest 2022. How are you feeling?
Hey there. I'm feeling great. I'm very excited and looking forward to be standing on that stage soon.
It will be a pleasure, obviously, welcoming you in Italy, but start from the beginning. When you decided to be a musician like your dad and your grandparents, you felt there was a natural choice growing in that environment, or you felt some pressure that you had to do that choice?
Oh no, no pressure at all. That was completely my choice actually. I bought my first guitar on my own without asking my parents. And I grew up with music always around me because we had a very musical family. So there was always somebody playing some music or just like great music like Michael Jackson or Queen just playing in the background. So I very soon at a very early age, I just developed this kind of passion for music. I just loved listening to songs and really diving into them and realizing, analyzing what's happening in those songs. And so at one point, I just decided for myself that, I wanted to sing, I wanted to play songs, I wanted to write songs and all that. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna get a guitar and see what happens. So that was no pressure at all, actually.
Good. Which are the differences you got from being on tour, your solo tours, and instead opening, supporting such big artists like LP, Blunt, or Automodel?
The differences between those two.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them both actually, but it's actually very different because when you're on your own tour, you know that all the people that are coming are there for you. And it's cool because you know every single person that has taken their time to be here, they want to listen to what I'm about to do and what I'm about to play. So that's great. And when you're supporting or when you're opener for other artists, the people who are there, they're not there for you. They're for the other artists, right? So that's a funny feeling knowing that you're about to step on a stage with thousands of people in front of you who don't sometimes they don't even know who you are, or they're not here for you. And that's pretty cool as well because it is like a challenge a little bit because you step on a stage and you feel like I have to convince them of who I am. I got to show them what I can do. I want to make them dance. I want to make them have a good time. And so it's always it feels a little bit like a challenge, but I love it because every time when I step off of stage, I feel like I've met some new fans and some new people, and that's great. So I love them both for sure.
Yeah, because you can see the reaction of the people
Exactly.
that not knowing you start to love you.
Yeah, exactly. That's very special for sure.
What else you did learn from these experiences?
I learned a lot actually. I learned that most of the biggest artists that I have toured with, they're super cool. They're super relaxed. There's no sense of arrogance or anything like that, which was very refreshing and very nice. And also, the thing that I learned, I think from James Blunt actually, was that there are no mistakes on stage. You can't do a mistake because if you screw something up, it's never bad. People love it when the artists on stage they fail. If something happens, it's always special. It's this kind of moment that you talk about that makes this thing special because if everything runs smooth and perfect, it's just not, there's not this sense of magic in it. So, James Blunt, there was a ton of stuff going on stage. Sometimes just things didn't work out. And he was always like, that's cool. It's fine. Let's just start over. It's cool. And people were like freaking out. Woo, that's so crazy. And so, that's something I learned. And that took a lot of kind of a pressure that I put on myself. A lot of that, vanished with that. So I'm very thankful for that experience.
Yeah, that's for sure, because it will look more real, the
Exactly.
experience.
Exactly.
Going to your beautiful song Rockstars, which you are
Thank you.
presenting on stage, we perceive that there are many struggles in the song you went through, and those melancholic words are really touching. If you
Thank you.
wish to tell us, obviously, there has been an actual situation that inspired the song.
Yes, there was actually. And you might not think it's true, but it is actually. It was when I watched a episode of The Office. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know it. It's a TV series, TV show from the United States, and it's actually like a comedy show. It's very, very funny. But there was this one moment, I was watching it to like get my mind off of things and just relax and have a good time, laughing a little bit. But then suddenly there was this one scene where one of the characters says, um, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." And like that sentence, that quote really hit me, and I had to press pause. I actually cried, to be honest, and it really, it made me realize so much about myself and about life and about us as humans, because it showed me that I spend so much time thinking about the past, nostalgically remembering about my childhood and my youth and those good old days that are kind of gone. I
Yeah.
realized I've grown up. I'm not that lighthearted and mindless as I was when I was a child, because now I grew up into being somebody who thinks a lot. I think about everything. There's a lot of worries, a lot of doubts that I deal with. And I just, that quote made me think like, oh man, I wish I was a child again. I wish I could go back to that time and not think about everything and just be happy and just play around with my friends. And that was one realization. But also the other thing, and that's also what Rockstars, my song, is about, is that I want to remind all of us, myself as well, but all of us hopefully, that we should try to focus on trying to find the good old days right here and right now, and not always in the past, because I feel like it's typically human to see the good things when they're over. As
Yeah.
soon as something's over, we look back at it and we say, oh, that was great. But we should change that, because there's always good things happening, but we just tend to search those things in the past instead of right now. We should change that, because if we manage to change that, then the good old days never end, you know?
Yeah. It's like we are living in the past.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So I think there's not many things you regret from the past.
Oh no. Of course I got some regrets, but I don't feel like I'm not the kind of person who really thinks about regrets as such, because I'm again trying to not think about the past that much, but living right here right now. And I think in the end it's all about having, I try to live a life where when I'm at the end of my life and I look back, I'm laying in bed as an old man hopefully, and I look back at my life, I just want to think like I did some mistakes, it was all cool, I had so many great moments. I took it all in, and if I can manage to get to that point, I'll be a happy man for sure.
Yeah, knowing that you live to the fullest.
Exactly. That's what it's about. Yep.
Instead, this pandemic years did change your way you intend and your approach to music.
Yes, a little bit. It made me realize a lot about myself and my music, because before the pandemic, I was touring, I was playing live shows all the time, and I really enjoyed that, because that's like for me, standing on stages playing live music is the best thing on earth. And then having that taken away from you so suddenly, that was very painful. And I tried to spend the time during the pandemic um, to focus on things that I don't usually have time to focus on. I had some days where I didn't do shit. I didn't do nothing. And I think that's fine, because there are so many people who said, yeah, I was so productive. I did this and this and this. And I think that's not what you had to do. I spent some days just laying on the couch thinking about life. And I realized a lot about myself and my music and my friends and my family. And of course, I wrote some songs. But, this whole pandemic situation was so different and so scary and so weird, that I think we all kind of dealt with it in different ways, and that's fine.
Yeah, and while you were tuning so much, I think that some time to relax it was also worthy.
Absolutely. You're right about that. Yep.
Instead, what do you know about Italian music?
Italian music. Oh, well, I know that Italy just won quite a big show last year, right? With their music. So I think it's pretty good.
So that's why you're coming to touring.
Exactly. Exactly.
What do you expect from this experience in touring?
Oh, I'm just very much looking forward to it. I have been in Italy when I was a child with my best friend and his family. We used to go to, holidays every once a year, and we
Yeah.
went to Italy a lot, and it was always a great time. And now it's been so long the last time I've been to Italy. I'm so much looking forward because I feel like, mostly I see places through the people there. That's what
Yeah.
makes a place special. And I feel like the people in Italy, they're very, they have a smile on their face, they have like a glow, and I'm very much looking forward to meeting so many new people, playing my music there, and just having the Italian culture and take it all in. It's yeah, I'm very happy and I'm very excited.
And who knows, maybe next year we'll be in Germany somewhere.
Maybe, yeah, sounds like a plan.
So thank you very much, Malik. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
So we wait for you in touring on stage,
Cool.
and obviously good luck.
Thank you so much. Can't wait. Take care. That was fun. Take care. Bye bye.